My identity totally impacts my work. I identify as a Black, queer, knitter, and femme. My identity is very much linked to my work in that it is proof of my capacity to create the life I want to live. Every single time I finish a garment, I am reminded that anything I put my mind to, I can accomplish. And in a world that tells me that my roles are really much designated in certain industries, in certain areas, in certain people's lives, and very much excluded from the many tables, I'm out here building my own table. I'm out here inviting people to my table so that we can create a world where we all feel safe and all of our voices are heard. And it really just starts with me telling my story in the context of knitting. As a gay person in this world, Octavia Butler says, I had to create my own world. I had to write myself in, you know? And when it comes to being a Black queer knitter in the knitting industry, I'm probably one of the only Black queer knitters with the face on the cover of a book that was traditionally published. That was a big deal for me. And I think it was a really big deal for the industry because representation does matter. Being able to show up and tell my story tells other people in my community that it is possible for them to become successful in a craft or in their work in a way that feels true to their spirit. I think one of the scariest things to do is to feel misunderstood, right? You can see yourself represented in so many faces as a queer person walking down the street in a place like New York City, but a lot of us don't have that around the world, right? We are very much isolated. We might be the only queer person in our town. We might actually be straight passing and, you know, dressing up in drag and like going out to these secret parties in the town next to us, right? Like you actually might be someone who doesn't have that creative freedom as a lot of other queer people do in big cities where there's a lot of diversity and a lot of existing queer community. I think the advice I would give you is to know that your voice is so unique and special and that you have the power to actually change the trajectory of the world we're living in so that everyone feels like they have a voice and that they can show up. You have to know that your work is important. You have to know that everything you say and everything you do is making it possible for the next person to follow in your path, right? It's just not about reaching hundreds. For me, one person is enough. One person is enough.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.